Welcome to Brainfeed magazine. From this article, you will learn about the response of ionosphere in our atmosphere to a solar eclipse worldwide. Let's get started. Nathaniel Frissell, a space scientist at the University of Scranton, Pennsylvania, teamed up with amateur radio operators to collect data through the organization Ham Radio Science Citizen Investigation, or HAMSCI, to study the ionosphere. According to Frissell, no one had yet used amateur radio data to study the ionospheric response to an annular eclipse. Ionosphere is part of Earth's upper atmosphere, where extreme ultraviolet (EUV) and X-ray solar radiation ionize the atoms and molecules, creating a layer of electrons. By involving ham radio operators, the organizers use amateur radio to better understand ionospheric physics and its response to space weather. The experiment, as part of National Science Foundation (NSF) and National Aeronautics and Space Administration (NASA's) HAMSCI, has been gathering many contacts to investigate how the ionosphere responds to the temporary loss of sunlight during an eclipse. The researcher conducted this study of ionosphere with amateur radio operators who were located around the world. The radio operators were distributed among people to talk to people in their town or in another country. The research study observed that during the solar eclipse, the ionosphere layer was affected, where the electrically charged particles in this layer reflected radio waves. It was noticed that during a solar eclipse, less sunlight reached the ionosphere, which can disrupt radio signals. Some frequencies can be reflected or absorbed by the charged particles in the ionosphere. The ionosphere is a natural conduit for radio communication and navigation. The layer is the densest during the day, as high-energy sunlight ionizes molecules in the atmosphere. Depending on their frequency, radio waves will refract off the different sublayers, which are at different altitudes, affecting a signal's range. That dependence makes shortwave or high-frequency radio communication networks an excellent tool to probe ionosphere fluctuations. On 8 April 2024, in the solar eclipse, the moon will completely cover the sun. It may feel like an airy daytime darkness has descended as temperatures drop and wind patterns change. That brings us to the end of this article. Here you learned: Nathaniel Frissell collaborated with amateur radio operators to study the ionosphere, a layer of Earth's upper atmosphere affected by solar radiation, using HAMSCI. This experiment, supported by NSF and NASA, aimed to understand how the ionosphere reacts to a solar eclipse, a phenomenon that can disrupt radio signals. The study observed that during an eclipse, the ionosphere is affected, potentially disrupting radio waves as less sunlight reaches this layer. We hope you liked this story. Stay tuned to Brainfeed TV, our YouTube channel.